It's hard to travel the path when your brain is a Ferrari.
He never drives it. He just rubs it with a diaper.
If you possess an IQ less than 130, your opinions regarding complex issues don't matter. You're simply not smart enough nor fast enough to come up with sound, coherent, and concise ideas prior to those more intelligent. An IQ of 130 puts you in the top 15th percentile. My IQ of 142 puts me in the top 0.5th percentile. I've got 800 followers, making 4 of them or so likely to be more intelligent than me. And I'm friends with the only one I'm aware of who's 160. Just something to keep in mind. Not everyone is cut out for the dissection and discussion of complex topics. You've lost 799 followers. Literally every line in this scene is solid gold.
Well, maybe if he had better art support, they wouldn't have caught him.
Figuratively every line you mean. Spoken words are not physical and therefore cannot be made of solid gold.
Are you little?
Disclaimer. This YouTuber has never been very into Pokemon and therefore doesn't know how to pronounce every Pokemon. Viewer patience for ignorance is advised.
Has no arms, learns Ice Punch. Has arms made of f***ing ice, doesn't learn Ice Punch. Ahem.
Logically speaking, if something as big as Kyurem would focus its power onto its fist, he would get out of balance, while Ghastly, made of gas, can mimic a punching fist, thus making it sense that he can learn Ice Punch. Also, if you are asking how does a gas create impact, when Pokemon use a move, they're actually using powers out of their normal reach. For example, if they are pure water type, but can learn Ice type move. Now, for you saying that is not how Pokemon logic works for rebuttal, if you don't accept the explanation, then there is no way you'll be understanding things. And on that point, you are just drawing everyone out.
Of all things to be smug about, having this much knowledge about Pokemon. Like, I'm not dissing on Pokemon. I've never really personally got into it. And I mean, if you know a lot about Pokemon, like that's great. It's a fun world and everything. Like, I get you wanting to be into it. The games are really fun. But like, being this much of an arrogant dick, like, it's Pokemon, dude. Someone just made a funny meme about it because it's a very popular thing. So, like, why are you doing this whole thing? Like, who are you explaining this for? Who are you trying to impress? Who's impressed? Is anyone impressed?
Nettipot? You mean Nettipot? Yeah, I figured, but only because of my high intellect. The average Reddit user wouldn't have the brain power to figure it out. Consider this a gift on my part. I just translated gibberish into readable English. Another post saved by the Reddit translator. Absolutely hilarious. All the comments asking if this is free energy. If that's your first thought when you see this, I doubt you'll ever understand the truly insane mechanics behind what's happening here. Sad this is getting down votes. Thought we were beyond arguing basic laws of physics. Guess anything legal in 2021. Clearly not many of y'all passing high school physics these days. Sad.
You know, it's really sad to see someone who peaked in high school, but if you peaked in high school and in high school you were an arrogant prick like this, that's just straight up heartbreaking. When you finish eating at an Australian restaurant, checkmate.
So many geniuses that don't get the joke because they don't know what checkmate is or what a chess queen piece looks like. Only a genius such as myself could understand such divine comedy. It literally doesn't matter because you couldn't refute any of my points, and I refuted the only 2 that you made. Your point of view also contradicts Acam's, it doesn't matter. Acam's razor while mine doesn't, and it grandstands that you must be able to comprehend something beyond your comprehension. I made no assumptions. I have thoroughly debunked you. Have a good day, kid. Hoo-hoo! You've been thoroughly debunked again!
I actually have had 2 theories I have had since childhood concerning black holes proven. Magnetic fields and the pressure cooker theory.
Neither of them are in my degree program, but because the 4 sciences are basics for any degree, natural science has become a personal favorite outside of my literature and accounting classes. I plan on bringing a universe to life, and I have links to my work on the page for my book, The Shadow Master, which is going to become a saga the more I write. What else would you like to know?
I'd like to know, just on a daily basis, how many people are just completely exhausted after having one conversation with you.
Hi, can I request that my rating starts at say 2500 to see I can play alongside the best? I've started playing chess again after a long layoff and think that it will take me forever to get my rating that high, even if I beat everyone I play against. Or supposing I am a chess genius, I don't think I am, but you never know, LOL. Then my talent might never be realized as my rating starts so low. Also, if I were a GM, then would my rating from the outside world immediately be the same on chess.com? I'm assuming so, as Gary Kasparov has played 0 games on chess.com, but he is rated 8th in chess.com. Kind regards, Matthew.
Hey, so I very well could be the world's greatest football player, but I'll never really know if I start in the minor league, so you should just put me straight into the NFL, right? That way I'll know because I'll be able to play alongside professionals. That makes so much sense.
LOL, if you call Nine Inch Nails and Tools the greatest bands in history, then A, you're an American aged below 35, B, as such have had limited musical exposure, C, have a confused usage of superlatives, kinda like the Dunning-Kruger effect, or D, you're allowed to have your own opinions about music, but what do I know? I'm just some guy on the internet.
So I'm 13, and I think my IQ is 125 to 130 plus. I am definitely extremely intelligent, but IQ tests are still difficult for me. Are IQ tests difficult for everybody, or could it theoretically mean I'm stupid?
Does anyone want to tell him, or should I? For context, this person is talking about Star Wars.
Even as a 10-year-old, I thought it lacked gravitas. I was unimpressed, but of course I had already seen heavy things like Soylent Green and the original Planet of the Apes, even the original Rollerball and Clockwork Orange.
No one cares for your opinion. You sound like a major douchebag. The secondary flash you see is called sonoluminescence. Learned a new word today, thank you. Another foolish Redditor that hasn't mastered the English language yet. Unlike your goofy head, I already knew the word sonoluminescence. Please, when you're a senior college philosophy major, you know these kinds of words to describe the bleakness of life. Do you even have a degree in anything? No. Because you're a lazy, good-for-nothing Redditor. Take my down-deuterino, buddy.
Can you, shut up?
Here's an educational meme I made. Hard to swallow pills. The average car does more than 17,000 times more damage than a cyclist, hence the minimal registration fees. Cyclists are safer riding on the street. Bike lanes help make roads more safe for all. Oh, what a helpful and informative meme. Thank you so much to whoever created this. I can't imagine any other potential response to this.
I have an IQ of 154, so use words, please. Thank you.
Jeez, mediocrity seems to thrive here. Or maybe it's more about identifying as a bass player and not as a musician. This meme also reveals a very limited understanding of literature, as the joke here is about computable semantics derived from computational thinking, and that line of thought is counterproductive to any artistic expression. An old joke amongst musicians is that bass players worry more about food than art. This thread seems to confirm something like that.
I bet your parents are kicking themselves for giving you a thesaurus for Christmas.
It's great, but the 8th is better.
The Eighth is the greatest symphony by Beethoven. I've listened to Beethoven my entire life, and I'm naturally gifted as any of those men are to the ability to compose and understand music. The Eighth is unbelievable. The Ninth, the Seventh, and the Fifth, the Third, all pale in comparison to the Eighth's ability to move and forget the resilience of the melodic manipulations. While this one has that heavy metal push of the strings, it's truly great, but not the Eighth.
Well, this is a first. Blowing off a date to read. Hey man, so how was your date last night? Oh, I didn't go. I got caught up reading the Constitution and other writings. This is why you're gonna die alone. Why? Why do I continuously use an extended vocabulary when it's not necessary? Why must I be so intelligent? Oh, woe is me! This is exactly how I picture people who correctly use the word whom in a sentence. Yeah, they didn't engage in superficial, narcissistic, internally divisive oh my god, are you f***ing kidding me? Oh. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, they didn't engage in superficial, narcissistic, internally divisive pseudoscience that nonsensically destroys the meaning of basic words such as gender with a reactive sophistry and relies false gender stereotypes through supporting the pseudoscientific notion that biology predetermines personality, resulting in narcissistically valuing the changing of appearance and behavior to match a false stereotype of personality associated with an appearance or behavior over moral conduct in science, resulting in psychological harm and sometimes physical harm through surgeries and treatments based on pseudoscience that do not create functional changes in form, only superficial changes in appearance through harmful levels of hormones and plastic surgery to permanently damage the genitals into appearing to be from the opposite gender while having none of the functionality. Hashtag show me the money. Oh, that was one take, y'all. One take. Whew! My god, I've never had to use so many big words in my life. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more. Also, if you have a superior intellect, such as myself, you'll comment down below which subreddit you'd like to see in the future. Until we meet again, this has been the Blue Jacket, signing off.